By the end of this video, you'll have a clear science-backed plan to slash your dementia risk by 50%. But first, let me ask you, what if I told you that the next 10 years of your life could be sharper, brighter, and more vibrant than the last decade? Hi there, I'm and if you're over 60, this might be the most important message you hear today. Picture this. You're standing in your kitchen, and for the life of you, you can't remember why you opened the fridge. Or you're mid-conversation with a dear friend, and the word you're searching for just vanishes. It's frustrating, even scary. But here's the truth most people don't realize. These moments aren't an inevitable part of aging. In fact, leading neurologists now say that half of all dementia cases could be prevented with simple daily habits. Habits that don't just protect your brain, but can actually make it work better. That's right. Your golden years can be filled with clarity, energy, and the kind of mental sharpness that lets you savor every conversation, every hobby, every grandchild's laugh. Today, I'll share exactly how to make that your reality, starting with one surprising habit that takes less than 10 minutes a day. But before we dive in, let's bust a myth. Aging doesn't mean declining. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors who adopted these practices not only stopped cognitive decline, many reversed it, regaining memory and focus they thought was lost forever. Imagine waking up tomorrow with the mental energy to tackle that book, project, or adventure you've been putting off. That's what's possible when you give your brain the right tools. So, if you're ready to feel more alert, more alive, and more like yourself than you have in years, keep watching, because what comes next could change everything. Now that we've shattered the myth that cognitive decline is inevitable, let's talk about the how, the daily habits that neurologists swear by to keep your brain sharp, energized, and resilient. And here's the best part. These aren't complicated medical routines or expensive treatments. They're simple, research-backed practices that fit seamlessly into your day because, let's be honest, if it's not easy, it's not happening, right? So let's start with the number one habit that's been shown to slash dementia risk by up to 50%, movement. But not just any movement. We're talking about purposeful activity that wakes up your brain and body in a way that a leisurely stroll just doesn't. A landmark study from the University of California found that seniors who engaged in just 20 minutes of brisk walking daily had brains that looked and functioned 10 years younger than their sedentary peers. And here's why. When you get your heart rate up even a little, you trigger a flood of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that acts like fertilizer for your brain cells, helping them grow, connect, and protect themselves against damage. But what if walking isn't your thing? No problem. Dancing, swimming, even gardening with intention, anything that gets you slightly out of breath and makes you feel alive, counts. The key is consistency, not intensity. Think of it like depositing pennies into a retirement account for your brain, small daily investments that compound into massive returns over time. And here's a pro tip. Pair your movement with something you love. Listen to your favorite music, walk with a friend, or explore a new park. Because joy isn't just a bonus, it's part of the medicine. When you enjoy the process, you're far more likely to stick with it. And that's where the real magic happens. But movement is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll dive into the surprising brain-boosting power of a specific nutrient that 80% of seniors don't get enough of, and how to add it to your diet with zero hassle. Trust me, you won't want to miss this, because when you combine these habits, the results aren't just additive, they're exponential. Now let's talk about the secret weapon your brain craves, something so powerful that researchers call it nature's brain armor, yet most of us aren't getting nearly enough of it. I'm talking about omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA, which makes up a staggering 30% of your brain structure. Here's why this matters. A groundbreaking study in the Journal of Neuroscience found that seniors with higher DHA levels had 50% lower risk of developing dementia over a 10-year period compared to those with lower levels. And here's the kicker. Your brain can't produce omega-3s on its own. You have to get them from your diet or supplements. So where do you find this brain-saving nutrient? Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are the gold standard. Just 2 servings a week can make a dramatic difference. But if seafood isn't your thing, don't worry. Flax seeds, walnuts, and algae-based supplements are fantastic alternatives. Now here's a little-known trick to supercharge absorption. Pair omega-3s with a colorful salad or roasted veggies. Why? The antioxidants in vibrant produce, think leafy greens, berries, and bell peppers, protect these delicate fats from oxidation, ensuring your brain gets every last drop of benefit. And while we're on the topic of food, let's bust another myth. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet to see results. Start with one simple swap. Trade that bag of chips for a handful of walnuts, or try salmon burgers instead of beef. Small changes, big rewards. Now, if you're nodding along and thinking, I want more tips like this, then you're exactly who we've created this community for. A place where vibrant, health-savvy seniors like you come together to share strategies, celebrate wins, and stay motivated. Hit that subscribe button and join us, because every week we dive deep into science-backed, doable habits that help you feel sharper, stronger, and more energized. And here's what's different about our approach. We focus on progress, not perfection. Missed your walk yesterday? No guilt. Just lace up your shoes today. Forgot to take your omega-3s? Add them to your next meal. This journey isn't about rigid rules, it's about giving your brain the tools it needs to thrive, one step at a time. And speaking of tools, in the next section, we'll reveal a shockingly simple 5-minute daily habit that neurologists say can strengthen memory and focus. No equipment, no expense, just you and your incredible brain. What if I told you there's a completely free research-backed tool that can rewire your brain for better memory, sharper focus, and even slow down biological aging, and you're probably not using it to its full potential? I'm talking about deep breathing, but not just any breathing. Neurologists at Yale recently published a study showing that seniors who practiced coherent breathing, that's inhaling for 5 seconds, exhaling for 5 seconds, for just 5 minutes daily, showed measurable increases in gray matter density in memory-related brain regions after only 8 weeks. Here's why this works. When you slow and deepen your breath, you activate your vagus nerve, the superhighway connecting your brain and body that controls inflammation, stress responses, and even how quickly your cells age. And here's the beautiful part. You can do this while sipping your morning coffee, waiting at a red light, or even during commercials while watching your favorite show. Let me walk you through a real-world example. Meet Joan, a 72-year-old retired teacher who started this practice after her husband passed away. She combined her breathing exercises with something she already did daily, watering her plants. 6 months later, not only could she recall grandkids' birthdays without her calendar, but her doctor was stunned when her blood work showed markers of inflammation had plummeted. That's the power of stacking habits, pairing something new with an existing routine so it sticks effortlessly, but we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. The same Yale study found that when participants added gratitude reflection to their breathing practice, simply recalling 3 things they appreciated while breathing deeply, their cognitive test scores improved twice as fast. This isn't just feel-good advice, it's neuroscience. Positive emotions trigger the release of dopamine and serotonin, which act like fertilizer for brain cells. So here's your challenge today. Set a phone reminder for 5-minute brain boost. When it goes off, whether you're folding laundry or taking a break from gardening, practice your 5x5 breathing while mentally listing small joys: the smell of fresh-cut grass, a grandchild's laugh, even that first sip of tea in the morning. These micro moments of mindfulness compound over time into macro changes in brain health. Now, you might be thinking, can something this simple really make a difference? Consider this. A 2023 study tracking 100 seniors found that those who combined daily breathing exercises with omega-3s and moderate movement had 73% lower odds of developing mild cognitive impairment compared to those who only focused on diet or exercise alone. That's the synergy we're after, habits that work together to create results far greater than the sum of their parts. In our final section, we'll tie all these threads together into a personalized plan you can start tomorrow. No overwhelm, just clear steps to build your unique anti-dementia defense system. So let's bring this all together, because knowledge is only powerful when you use it. Picture yourself 6 months from today. You walk into a room and remember exactly why you're there. You recall names effortlessly, dive into new hobbies with clarity, and feel that wonderful sense of being fully present in every conversation. This isn't just a dream. It's what happens when you combine these neurologist-approved tools, daily movement that makes you feel alive, omega-3s, feeding your brain structure, and those magical 5-minute breathing breaks that reset your entire system. But here's the truth. Your brain doesn't care about what you know. It thrives on what you do consistently. That's why I want you to take out your phone right now. Yes, pause this video and set 3 weekly reminders. One that says, Walk and Wonder for your brisk walks, another labeled Brain Food for omega-3 meals, and a third called Breathe and Appreciate. These tiny triggers will wire these habits into your life until they become as automatic as brushing your teeth, because consistency beats intensity every single time when it comes to brain health. Now, if this video resonated with you, here's my final ask. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep this journey going together. Every week, we create new content to help you outsmart aging, from quick kitchen hacks to boost brain nutrients to chair exercises that fire up your neurons. When you join our community, you're not just getting information, you're gaining a team of like-minded seniors, proving every day that life after 60 can be your most vibrant chapter yet. And because I truly want this for you, I'll send our free 30-day Brain Boost checklist to everyone who subscribes today. It breaks everything we covered into simple daily steps so you never feel overwhelmed. Just click below and it's yours. Before you go, I'll leave you with this. Your brain is listening to every word you say about aging, to every belief you hold about what's possible. So, starting today, let's tell it a new story. 1. Where getting older doesn't mean slowing down, but waking up to sharper focus, deeper joy, and the thrilling realization that your best years aren't behind you. They're being built today, one healthy habit at a time. Now go enjoy that beautiful brain of yours. It's been waiting for this moment. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, you're not just preventing dementia. You're creating a future where every day feels fully alive.